You better not die. Xaden POV. After Kane went over the plan, we decided to get everything ready. We are now changing into the outfits Kane wants us to wear. Bunny runs out of the bathroom. Zadie. Look! Catwoman would definitely wear this. She spins around and I laugh, yes, but you wear it a lot better than her. She looks in the mirror, it's actually really comfortable. I walk up behind her and look at us in the mirror. I can't believe Kane has us wearing matching outfits. She turns around and wraps her arms around my waist. I squeeze her butt. Bunny S looks good in this outfit. She kisses me on the lips and I kiss her back. She pulls away. Let's do a quickie. Before I can even answer her, Kane and Neil kick the door open. Hell no. They both scream at the same time. Bunny laughs and I squeeze her ass. Why not? Bunny's ass looks so good. I'm hard. Kane scoffs, well, get soft. We're not about to wait for you two to fuck. He walks out after that and Neil crosses his arms. Come on. We have to take pictures. I raise my eyebrow. Pictures? Pictures for what? What is this? A school play or something? Neil shakes his head and we follow him to the living room. Kane wants to take pictures. I think he wants to show Alizia, but you didn't hear it from me. I look at Cade, he wants to do it so he can show our dads the present Black Dragon. Kane sets up the camera. Nancy, can you take it for us? Nancy nods her head and I sit down with Bunny on my lap. How do we pose? I look at Kane and he shrugs his shoulders. Just pose. As long as I look good, I don't care. I roll my eyes and I look at Cade. He looks at me and I smile. Nancy counts down and me and Cade both hold up the middle finger. Bunny and Luke laugh. We all head to the door and Kane looks at the picture. What the hell? Xaden. Cade? I laugh, you said you didn't care how we pose. We walk out the door and Kane follows behind us. You two really make me sick. Cade laughs, thank you. I don't even try. Kane rolls his eyes and Leo laughs, what did they do? They held up the middle finger. Luke answers as we enter the elevator. We get to our cars and I look at Nancy, don't hold it in. Say what you got to say. She looks at her hands and then at me, what happens if this goes all wrong? I shrug my shoulders, don't think about that. I look around and notice that Bunny is nowhere around. Where's Bunny? I ask Kane. He points back at the hotel. She and Luke went to go get Kovu. We're actually taking 2 cars and a van. I forgot all about Kovu. We put everything in the cars and wait for Bunny and Luke. 5 minutes later they come from around the back with Kovu behind them. Me and Bunny will ride in the van with Kovu. Kane nods his head and throws me a set of keys. Bunny opens the back door for Kovu to get in. I get in the car and Bunny gets in once Kovu sits down. Did you get your earpiece from Neil? I ask Bunny as I follow behind Nancy and Barry. She nods her head, yeah, I did. Xaden, you will go to the back once we get there. Hide the van amongst trees. You do not send Lyric in until we drop Missy off to a hiding place. Once we do that you send Lyric in. Neil says into the earpiece. By the time we drop Missy off, Cade and Leo should be at the entrance. Kane says and Leo groans, I still can't believe that only 2 of us are going through the front. Cade lets out a deep breath. Neil is coming along with us. He'll just be a few minutes behind us. It takes us 2 hours to get to our destination. Why the hell is he so far? Luke asks. I look around as I take us to the back. I turn my lights off and Bunny looks around. This is so exciting. We find my way through the woods and park the car. We get out of the car and wait for Kane and Luke. Bunny lets Kovu out and he lets out a low growl. I lean against the van and Kovu sits down beside me. I look at Bunny, Bunny. She hums in response and looks at me, yeah? I look at the building and then at her, you better not die. She smiles and walks up to me. She wraps her arms around my waist, Didn't you say I'm not going to die? You said it, so that means I'm not going to die. I laugh, I did say that, didn't I? She nods her head. So that means I'm not going to die, right? She nods her head again, yep. I kiss her on the lips and she kisses me back. Let's have fun, Zadie. I nod my head and smile, whatever Bunny wants. Kane and Luke come from behind the van. Don't even try to get a quickie in. Kane says as he looks at his watch. Where's Nancy? I look at Luke. We told her where to go to hide. She has an earpiece, so she'll know when to come get us. Same for Barry. Kane looks at me. Now, all we have to do is wait for Neil and them to hide Missy and to make sure Barry is hidden. Bunny starts humming and Kane looks at her. Are you really excited about this? Bunny nods her head with a smile on her face. Yeah. Zadie said I can have as much fun as I want. Before he can say anything, Neil talks into the earpiece. Okay, we're done. Cade and Leo are walking to the front now. I look at Bunny and she stands on her toes and gives me a quick kiss on the lips. I smile down at her. Go have some fun, Bunny. She runs inside and seconds later we hear a man scream, "Ah! Who the fuck is this bitch?" I look at Kane. Did Neil give her the earpiece that stays on the entire time? He nods his head. Yeah. You can hear her, right? I look towards the building and seconds later I hear Bunny laugh. Go tell Elias there's an intruder in here. A man yells out. 3 minutes later I look at Kovu. I rub Kovu's head. Go find Bunny. He runs in and we follow behind. What the hell? He starts running right off the bat. Kane screams out and I laugh. He loves Bunny. Luke says. We come across a group of men. Their eyes widen when they see Kovu. Holy shit. That's a fucking tiger. Kovu runs for them and they all start running. I look around, they don't have any guns at all. We stop running and Kovu goes off without us. I be damned if I try to keep up with a tiger. Kane says as he tries to catch his breath. You're telling me this is a mafia and no one has a gun? I mean, I'm not complaining. This is also a lot easier for us, but still. Luke says. The people in the front got all of the guns. Leo screams. Where the hell is Kovu? Neil screams. Kovu ran off somewhere. He's doing his own thing. I say as we start walking towards the elevator. I hit the button and all of a sudden we hear a scream. We look towards the direction and we see Kovu runs towards the direction the scream came from. Kane and Luke look at me and I sigh, that was definitely Bunny. The elevator doors open and Luke starts gagging. Inside the elevator are 4 bodies with each of their heads missing. This was Bunny's doing. Kane points at the head, its eyes are still moving. Fuck that. I'm not going in there. I laugh and he walks towards the scream. Why aren't you worried? Didn't you just hear Lyric scream? I raise my eyebrow. Why should I? She screamed for Kovu. Kane rolls his eyes and we walk down a hall that leads into a room. We open the doors and see Kovu with a body in his mouth. He drops the body and we look around. Where's Lyric? I shrug my shoulders. How am I supposed to know? I listen to the earpiece and I hear Bunny's breathing. She's still alive. I'm going to the top. Kovu runs past us and seconds later we hear a few people scream. Thank God. Kovu's here. Neil screams and Cade laughs. I think we were doing just fine. Cade? Just shut up. Don't even talk. Leo demands. I walk back to the elevators and push the button. I push the button to the other one. I say to Kane as he looks at me. The elevator doors open and 4 men run towards us. 2 of them run towards me. I kick one in the neck and punch the other in the stomach. I quickly pull out my knife and stab them both in the chest. Is he sending most of his men down here? Kane shrugs his shoulders. I don't know. Lyric, where the hell are you? We hear her laugh into the earpiece and Kane rolls his eyes. Well, at least we know she's alive. I hit the button to the top floor. Bunny is probably going on every floor. Luke looks at me, what about Kovu? He'll most likely follow Neil and them. I answer. Once we get to the top floor we take our guns out and slowly step out. We look around and I look at Kane. I didn't pay attention to the plan. So I don't even know where Elias is. Kane gives me a lazy look, are you serious? I nod my head and he drops his head, I can't with you. Luke laughs and then point down the hall, he should be in the last room on the hall. So should Autumn and your sister. All of a sudden the elevator doors. We point our guns towards the elevator. The doors open and we see Kovu. He tilts his head to the side, how the hell did you get up here? Kane asks. I laugh as Kovu walks up to me. I rub his head and he sits down. We were in there with him, but he farted so we got out. Cade answers Kane over the earpiece. Luke laughs, Kovu ran y'all out. A minute later they come up in the elevator. Leo glares at me, next time keep your animal with you. I laugh, his fart smelt worse than the dead bodies in the other elevator. Neil says as he walks past us. Kovu stands up and walks in the opposite direction from us. You're just going to let him go? I look at Leo, yeah, he's probably looking for Bunny. We walk down the hall and each door we pass, we check each room. We get to the last room and Kane opens the door. We walk in behind him and see a line of men with guns pointed at us. I see Elias sitting at a desk in front of the line of men. Standing in front of his desk is no one other than my sister and Autumn. I look at Jaslyn and she looks at me and smiles, nice to finally see you, big brother, Stockholm Syndrome. Could be. Zayden POV. Nice to finally see you, big brother. Jaslyn says with a smile on her face. Elias laughs, throw all of your weapons to the floor. We do as he says and I look around and not see Bunny anywhere. Elias stands up, do you really think I wouldn't have any men here? Zayden, you're smarter than that. He walks around his desk and laughs, well, it's easy to tell who's the smarter twin. I look at Jaslyn, where's your Bunny? I listen for Bunny's voice in the earpiece and I don't hear anything. From the corner of my eye, I see Kane and Neil looking at me. Don't tell me she died before she even got here. Wasn't she supposed to kill me? I look at Autumn and she starts laughing. I can't believe you and Lyric were together for all this time. Maybe if Elias let you live you can come to me and I'll help you get over Lyric. She says as she walks up to me. She touches my face and I look at Jaslyn. Autumn laughs, what do you see in Lyric anyway? All she does is cry. I look at Autumn and smile, Bunny has the best pussy. That's what I see in her. She licks my neck, how about me and you go have some fun and I'll show you that mine is better than hers. I shake my head, I rather not. I can't get hard by someone like you. She laughs and put her hand on my dick, you're telling me you won't react to this? I look at Elias, why haven't you killed me yet? He laughs, because I want to have some fun. I have to torture you first. He claps his hands and seconds later a man walks in with Bunny over his shoulders. He drops Bunny on the floor and Elias looks at me, this is the woman Jaslyn told me about. You've become quite attached to her. I look at Bunny and see her unconscious. Aren't you scared? He looks at me and I keep my eyes on Bunny, you're going to kill her in front of me. What's after that? He laughs and bends down in front of Bunny. He lifts her head up by her hair and then slams her head on the floor. What the fuck is your problem? I look at Kane and then back at Bunny. Jaslyn aims her gun at Kane, don't move. I look at Jaslyn and then back at Bunny. You not gon' tell me to stop? Elias taunts me. Before I can say anything I hear someone on the earpiece. I look around and Elias laughs, where the hell are you looking? You need to look over here. I look at Jaslyn and the next thing I know the man that brought Bunny in here shoots two men in the head. Elias turns around, what the fuck? The man points the gun at Elias's head and kicks a gun towards Bunny, Scarlet. the man screams. All of a sudden the sound of a gun goes off and all the men fall to the floor. I look back at Bunny and see her reach for the gun. She slowly stands up and aims the gun at Autumn. She shoots Autumn in the leg. What the fuck? Jazlyn, kill this bitch. I glare at Jazlyn and before I can do anything Bunny runs towards Jazlyn. Kovu runs in and takes Autumn by her leg. Help me. Elias. Lyric POV. I can barely see anything because my blood is covering my face. Jazlyn laughs, what the fuck is your problem? Why come for me? I didn't bully you in the past. She punches me in the stomach and then sweeps my leg making me fall. She tries to step on my face but I roll out of the way. I stand up and run towards her. She dodges all of my hits and she laughs, what's wrong? Is your head hurting from earlier? I hear Autumn screaming and I cover my ears. Her screams hurting my head. Jazlyn laughs and roundhouse kicks me. I fall to the floor and I stand back up, that's not your blood on your clothes, is it? I shake my head and laugh, nope, the only blood that's mine is the blood coming from my head. She grabs me by my hair and I knee her in the stomach. She toppled over and I bring my leg up and back down onto her back. She falls on her stomach with a groan. Why are you trying to kill Zadie? She laughs and I let her stand up. Zadie? Is that what you call him? Why do you care? She takes a knife out of her boot and swings it at me. I dodge the knife and grab her wrist. I pull her towards me and headbutt her. She drops the knife and I kick it away. I kick her in the stomach and she catches my leg. She elbows my knee. I jump up and kick her in the head. I fall to the floor and she stumbles to the wall. I hear glass shatter and see her with a fire axe. Did you know if I had killed you, I would be dead too? I stand up and laugh when I see her bleeding. You're bleeding like me. She touches her head. Xaden was going to kill me if I had killed you. I laugh and shake my head. Zadie wouldn't kill his own sister. She swings the axe and I dodge it. I quickly step behind her and kick her in the back of the legs. She falls to the floor and I kick the axe away. Zadie doesn't care about me. I'm just someone he broke. She brings her leg up and kicks me in the stomach. She rushes towards me and starts punching me. I fall to the floor and sweep her leg. I don't care about killing Xaden anymore. I want to kill you. I laugh, that's better. We stand up and she grabs my arm. Before she can twist it, I grab her by the hair and bring her head down to my knee. She puts her hand in between her head and my knee. She lets my arm go and I punch her in the nose. Why the fuck are you even with him? She kicks me in the head and I feel more blood leak from my head. My ears start ringing. You can run. She hits me again but this time in the stomach. You can kill him. I fall to the floor and she steps on my hand and I scream, ah. She lifts my head up by my hair, but yet you still stay with someone like that. Why? I spit in her face and laugh. I see anger run through her eyes. She pushes me back and I look and see the fire axe. I grab the axe and slowly stand up. I use the axe for support to stand. She runs up to me and I laugh, why do I stay with him? I put all my weight on the axe and kick her with everything I have. She falls back and I walk towards her while dragging the axe. She coughs up blood and I put my foot on her chest. It could be because of Stockholm Syndrome. I lift the fire axe and laugh, but I really think it's because Zadie has the best dick. Before I can bring the axe down to her body, everything goes black. Xaden POV. I push down on Bunny's pressure point just before she can bring the axe down on Jazlyn. Bunny falls back on me and I catch the axe. I pick Bunny up bridal style and look at Jazlyn. Kane, she's coming with us. I turn around and walk to the sofa in the corner. I lay Bunny down and look at the man who is still holding his gun to Elias's head. Who are you? He has a mask on and he looks at Kane. We hear the sound of someone walking towards us. This is the man who has the same goal as you. I look at Scarlett, who has a gun hanging on her shoulder. The man takes his mask off. Jermaine? I look at Kane. You know him? He nods his head. Yeah, he's Alizia's dad. I look at the man I now know as Jermaine. Why do you want to kill Elias? He looks at me. He raped my daughter. I look at Kane. He's the man that raped Alizia. Jermaine nods his head. Alizia's mother's maiden name is Tucker. I pick up a gun and point it at Elias's head. He blew up my house with me in it. Elias laughs. I feel special that you both want to kill me. I'm honored. Jermaine looks at me and then at Elias. He puts his gun down and then punches Elias in the nose. If I get to watch you die, I'll do that. I'll let this kid kill you instead. Scarlett laughs and she walks past me and goes to Kane. You came all this way to let your goal go, Jermaine? That's so sweet of you. She looks at Cade. Hello, my name is Scarlett. It's nice to meet you all. Neil, Kane, and Cade. I've already met Xaden twice. She looks at Bunny. She is a bloody mess. Literally. Scarlett as in Scarlett Mills. Joseph Mills' wife. I thought you were dead. She looks at Elias and smile. As you can see, I'm well alive. I actually want to know who wants me dead. I don't care that they put me in danger. I knew what I signed up for the minute I first met Joseph, but when people put my baby girl in danger, that's a different story. She walks up to Elias and he tries to step back, but I keep him still. Who tried to kill me? Elias shrugs his shoulders. I don't know. Scarlett laughs. Did you know how hard it was for me to pretend I was dead? I couldn't see or talk to my baby. She pulls out a knife and put it at his stomach. I will slowly cut you open if you don't speak. Estelle. He whispers out. She pokes him with the knife. Who else? Rosalie. She grabs her gun and shoots him in the foot. Xaden, you can finish him off. I smile and watch as Elias screams in pain. You bitch. I punch Elias in the stomach and he falls to the floor. What is Autumn to you? He groans in pain. I don't know. I was just told to keep her alive. I don't even know shit about this damn mafia. Scarlett laughs. Let me guess, Rosalie said you can find Xaden easier if you do this? He nods his head and she looks at Kane. Rosalie is William's wife. The same William who wants Haven and the same William who sent his son to deal with Cade. Neil kicks a gun. Why won't this man just leave us the fuck alone? Elias starts laughing. Why aren't you going to kill me? I bend down in front of him and grab him by his head. I slam his head on the floor 2 times and laugh. Don't put your hands on Bunny again. He spits blood on my shoe. You think I care how you feel? You killed my wife and sister. Fuck you. I stand up and walk towards the fire axe Bunny had. I pick it up. Your wife killed herself by letting my sister get raped. She's in hell along with your sister. He looks at Jaslyn. Why do you care for your sister? She doesn't care about you? She wants to kill you. I walk up to him and kick him in the face. I laugh. No, she doesn't. He looks up at me and I lift the axe. Fuck you? I bring the axe down to his face and blood goes everywhere. I leave the axe in his face. Ah, I forgot to tell him to save me a spot in hell. Who is Estelle? Kane POV. I look at Xaden and he walks to an unconscious Lyric. He sits down beside her and looks at me. My mission is done. What's next? I look at Scarlett. Who's Estelle? She shakes her head. Someone you don't need to know about until you get rid of William. I look at Jermaine. Is she the one you couldn't tell us about? He nods his head. Yes. Is Alizia upset with me? I shake my head. No, she tells me you call her every day to check up on her. He looks at Elias's body and Scarlett sighs. Joseph is about to be pissed about this situation. Are you ever going to show yourself to Jasmine? I look at Cade and he is leaning against a wall. Scarlett looks at him and smiles. Of course I am. Now that I know who wants me dead, I can go kill the bitch real quick and see my baby girl. So my baby girl fell in love with Titus Knight's son. I did not see that coming at all. She walks up to Cade, "Do you love my daughter?" Cade looks at us and we all start smiling. He rolls his eyes, "Yes, I love Jasmine." Ah! He's in love. Leo teases and I laugh. Love struck. Luke laughs out. Damn it. I wish I had my phone to record this moment. Neil jokes. Cade glares at all of us and Scarlett walks away from him. She takes something out of her ear and walks up to Xaden. "She gave me this," she says as she hands Xaden the earpiece. I raise my eyebrow, "Why?" She looks at me, "So I can hear when to come in." Although it was pointless because Jermaine screamed my name. She looks back at Xaden, "Why didn't you let her kill your sister?" Xaden looks at his sister who is laying on the floor, "Because she didn't want to kill me." Scarlett looks at Jaslyn and then hums, "Must be a twin thing. Well, I'm going to go see my husband and baby girl. Cade, let me spend time with my baby for a little bit before you decide to take her away somewhere." Cade nods his head as Scarlett and Jermaine leave us in the room. Scarlett comes back, "Oh, and I'm going to tell Jasmine that you love her." Cade's eyes widen and she laughs, "Psych. That's your job to tell her, not me." She leaves after that and we all start laughing. "Did you see your face?" Leo laughs out. Neil pats Cade's shoulder, "Boy got scared." Cade pushes him away and I laugh. I look around and sigh, this is a big mess to clean up. Help me. I look towards the voice and see Autumn still alive. Before I can do anything, a bullet ends up in her head. I turn around and see that Lyric just shot her. She drops the gun and then lay back down. Kovu walks up to Lyric and rubs his head against her. I pull out my phone and call my dad. "Hello. We dealt with another mafia. Clean up the building?" He clears his throat, "No, just burn the building and then have a team clean up the debris and remains of the bodies." I hum in response, "Dad, who is Estelle?" He goes quiet for a few seconds and then sighs, "When you deal with William the First'll tell you about her." He hangs up after that and I sigh. "Did he not know?" Neil asks. I shake my head, "No, he knew. But he told me the same thing Scarlett told us." Leo walks up to me, "I just called Barry and Nancy and told them to bring the cars to the front. I also told Barry to go get Missy." Xaden stands up and he picks up Lyric bridal style. "We're going to sleep when we get back to the hotel. I'll talk about whatever after we get some rest." He walks out after that and Kovu follows behind him. I look at Jaslyn, "Was Xaden right? Were you not going to kill him?" I help her up, "I'm only here because Nova told me to. She wanted to know more about this mafia." I drop my head, "Nova really needs to stop doing stuff like this without telling us." Cade crosses his arms, "Why were you fighting Lyric? You wanted to kill her." She laughs, "Because she wanted to kill me first." We walk to the elevators and head down. Leo starts the fire and the building slowly starts catching fire. We walk to our cars and Xaden pulls up beside us, "We thought you already left." "I don't know the way back. I wasn't paying attention, I was just driving." Neil rolls his eyes, "I'm not even surprised." We head back to the hotel and we enter through the back way. Neil takes Kovu under the hotel and the rest of us go up. Jaslyn needs to stay in your suite. If Bunny finds out she's in our suite, she will try to kill Jaslyn. Xaden says as we get to our suites. He walks in his suite and I look at Jaslyn, "I'll show you to your room." Xaden POV. I am cleaning Bunny's face off and see that she has a bruise on her forehead. I put the towel in the water and the water turns red. "All that damn headbutting you did." I look to see if she needs stitches and luckily she doesn't. Bunny opens her eyes and shows me a lazy smile, "Hey, Zadie." I smile back, "Hey, Bunny." I finish cleaning her up and she sits up, "Can we take a bath?" I nod my head and I follow her to the bathroom. She reaches for the shower and I see her hand. I grab her hand. Is this the hand Jaslyn stepped on? She nods her head and I look at her hand. I turn the shower on and she strips. I take my clothes off and we get in the shower. I wash myself up and she looks at me with a smile. What? She shakes her head and laughs. Nothing. I grab her hand and she laughs. Why do you keep looking at my hand? It's not broken. I grab her face and place my lips on hers. She kisses me back and I smile in the kiss. I pull away and push her against the shower wall. Bunny, were you really going to kill my sister? She nods her head. Yep. She wanted to kill me first. I hum in response and kiss her. She wraps her arms around my neck. She moans in the kiss and I squeeze her butt. I lift her leg and she reaches down and places my dick at her entrance. I slowly slide in and she gasps. She kisses me and I slowly move my hips. She throws her head back and I look at her. How about we take it slow, Bunny? She looks at me and smiles. Okay. I thrust deeper into her and she moans, Zadie. More. I bite her neck and she tightens around me. I turn the shower off and pick her up. I carry her to the bed and she laughs as I put her down. I get on top of her and she bites her lip, nice and slow, Zadie. She throws her head back as I slide in. The first round will be. I slowly move my hips and she arches her back. What's the next round going to be like? I laugh and then lick her ear. We'll have to finish this round first. I lift myself up and grab her by her waist. I lift her butt off the bed and slowly move inside her. I let out a low groan. Bunny's pussy is the best. Zadie's dick is the best. She moans out. I bend down to her face and she wraps her legs around my waist. I'm the only dick you ever had. She kisses me on the lips and I kiss her back. Fuck me, Zadie. I move my hips at a steady pace and Bunny moans louder. She scratches my back as I start moving my hips in a circular motion. She tightens around me. You're really about to come? I stop moving and she whines. No, don't stop. Zadie. I thrust into her and then pull out. I put my dick back inside her and she whimpers. Bunny, I'm close too. I say as I push myself deeper inside of her. I groan as I pull out and then put my dick back inside her. Who do you belong to? Her legs start shaking. You. I belong to Zadie. She wraps her legs around my waist and I put my face in her neck. I fuck her at a steady pace and she comes closer to her climax. She grips the blankets and she rides her orgasm. I pull out and come all over her stomach. She puts her finger on her stomach and laughs. It's so warm. I pull her up and then off the bed. I walk to the wall and put her against it. Round 2 already? I hold my dick and hit her ass with it. My dick never went soft. You are mine and I am yours. Scarlett Mills. Me and Jermaine are still in Greece. What are you doing? I look at Jermaine. I'm calling Joseph. I need to tell him about Estelle. I call Joseph and put him on speaker. How is it going in Greece? I let out a long sigh. Babe, Estelle was the one who tried to kill me and Jasmine. The line goes quiet for a few seconds. How did you find out? The man Jermaine was going after told me. Estelle and Rosalie. He lets out a long sigh. Did you tell Kane? I cross my arms and shake my head. No, I didn't. I told him he needs to deal with William before he knows about Estelle. He curses under his breath and I look at Jermaine. If Estelle finds out about you being alive, she will not stop to kill you and everybody in Black Dragon. I nod my head agreeing with Joseph. What do you want me to do? Just come home. We'll deal with Estelle together. I need to let Titus and then know. Zayden POV. How long are you going to stay in bed? I slowly open my eyes and see Jaslyn standing in front of me. I look over at Bunny and see her asleep. I get out of bed and go to the bathroom. I do my morning routine and then come back out. Jaslyn is not in the room anymore, so I go to the living room. Luke let you in? She shakes her head. Nancy did. I sit down on the sofa and she sits down on the love seat. She looks at me and smiles. Why did you stop your bunny from killing me? Why did you run away? She laughs, answering a question with a question. You know better than that. I stand up. You can leave and do whatever you want. Next time you try to kill me, I won't stop at what happens to you next. I walk around the sofa and before I can go down the hall, Jaslyn stops me. I was scared. I look at her and she is looking at me. I didn't know what to do. My twin brother just killed someone with a smile on his face. I was scared and the only thing I could think of was to run away. I sit back on the sofa. I did it for you. Why would I hurt you? She shrugs her shoulders. Why wouldn't you? You killed someone who was taking care of us. I scoff. She wasn't taking care of us. She was using us for a check and that's it. She looks at her hands then back at me. Zayden, I knew something in you broke the minute you heard what happened to me. I keep my eyes on her. You left. You never showed your face. You never called. Nothing. I didn't know anything until I found out you put those cameras in the house Titus brought for me and Nancy. She lets out a soft sigh. I pretended I didn't know anything about those cameras. I had someone find out who the person was behind the cameras. She looks away from me. I still wanted to make sure my big brother was okay. I let out a sarcastic laugh. Define okay. Me happily killing people for fun. Taking Bunny away from her boring life and dragging her into my psychotic life. Is that okay? She doesn't say anything and I sigh. If you're okay with me being like this, then I'm okay. But if you're not, you can leave whenever. She shakes her head. I'm not leaving. I'm sorry that I just left. I rest my feet on the table in front of me. I don't care about that. That's in the past. I hear someone coming from the hallway. Zadie. I stand up and Bunny walks in the living room and sees Jaslyn. Why is she still alive? I walk up to Bunny. Bunny, you're not killing my sister. She crosses her arms and pout, but she tried to kill me first. Jaslyn laughs. I don't regret one thing about that. Bunny glares at her. How about we go for another round? This time without anyone stopping me. Jaslyn stands up. Fine by me. I pull Bunny by her collar. Bunny, my sister lives. She pushes me away. First Missy, now her. I grab Bunny by her neck and pull her towards me. My sister lives. Nancy walks in along with Luke, who has a plate of food. The food is ready. Nancy says. Bunny nods her head. Your sister lives. I smile. Good Bunny. I let go of her neck and she looks at Jaslyn and then back at me. I still don't like her. I laugh. Okay. You can show her your dislike all you want. She smiles at me and I kiss her on the lips. She wraps her arms around my neck and I pick her up. Let's go eat. She nods her head and I put her down. She walks to the kitchen and I look at Jaslyn. I didn't let Bunny kill you because I wanted to know why my sister ran away. I wanted to know why my sister never decided to come back after all these years. I wanted to know why is it when I finally see my sister after so long that she is aiming a gun at me. She looks at me and before she can say anything I walk off. That's why I didn't let Bunny kill you. I walk in the kitchen and Nancy sets a plate in front of me. Are you coming to eat or are you just going to stand there? I ask. A minute later Jaslyn walks in the kitchen and Bunny glares. Don't sit next to me. Nancy hands Jaslyn a plate. Who would want to sit next to you anyway? Jaslyn sits down at the table. Actually, a lot of people would love to sit next to me. Jaslyn rolls her eyes. Yeah, I'm not one of them. Kane and them walk in and I look at Nancy. Make your own plate and eat. You don't have to make everyone's plate. Nancy nods her head and Kane laughs. Wow, Jaslyn. Lyric didn't try to kill you. Bunny looks at Kane. Zadie said his sister stays alive. But he said I can show her my dislike. Kate sits down in front of me. Your sister not liking your Bunny. That's going to be a lot of drama. I shrug my shoulders and look at Bunny. The only thing that's going to happen is them going back and forth. Neil laughs. This is going to be funny from now on. I look over at Leo and see him talking to Barry. You already fucked Leo? Leo chokes on his drink and Barry looks at his plate. We all look at them and Luke laughs. Barry didn't shake his head or anything. Ooh, they already fucked. Bunny laughs. Leo couldn't keep it in that long. Leo catches his breath. Why is that any of your business? Kate chuckles. So you did fuck? Barry answer the question while Theo catches his breath. We all laugh and Barry looks at Leo. Don't pay them any mind. Leo says to Barry. Bunny points at Barry. Barry, you have a mark on your neck. Leo looks at Barry with wide eyes and Barry covers his neck. Bunny laughs. I lied. You two fucked. We all start laughing and Leo drops his head. I really hate you all. I look at Kate and point at Luke who is talking to Nancy. Kate smiles. Since we got Leo and Barry out of the way, let's get on our next victims. Kate puts his arms behind his head. Luke and Nancy. Luke chokes on his food and Kane laughs. What is up with you all choking on your food? Luke wipes his mouth. What about me and Nancy? Neil puts his phone down. Now this is going to be good. It's pretty obvious that you want Nancy. I say as I pour myself another cup of juice. But we don't know if Nancy wants you. Kate says. Bunny finishes her food and I hand her a bowl of fruit for us to eat. Nothing is going on with me and Nancy. Right? Luke asks Nancy. Nancy nods her head, although he did say he's interested in me. There's nothing going on with us. Luke drops his head and I laugh. Oh really? Luke's interested in Nancy. That's new. Why did you tell them that? Nancy looks at Luke. I didn't know it was a secret. Kane clears his throat. What about you and Lyric? I look at Kane with a raised eyebrow. What about me and Bunny? Bunny continues to eat her fruit. Bunny, what do you think about us? She looks at me and hums. I belong to Zadie. I look at Kane and smile. Bunny belongs to me. He rolls his eyes. Bunny is mine. Bunny is not going anywhere. I look back at Bunny. Is Zadie mine? Do you want me to be yours? She nods her head and smiles. Yep. I smile. Bunny is mine and I am yours. Bunny and Wolf. Jaslyn POV. We leave tonight. What are you going to do? I am sitting on the balcony and Zayden comes out and sits down beside me. There's nothing for me here. I'll go back to the States. He looks at the view in front of us. You can come back with us. I look at him and smile. What about Lyric? He looks at me. Don't worry about her. I'll help you find a new place once we get back to the States. I nod my head. Fine by me. He looks at my ankle. You're in Black Dragon too? I look at my tattoo. Yeah. I met Nova after I ran away. She helped me the first few years after I ran away. He lifts his shirt and shows me the same tattoo. Looks like we're in the same mafia. I laugh and he stands up. I'm going to go pack. I nod my head and I look at the view. Zayden. He looks at me and I look at my hands. I found our parents. I reluctantly look him in the face. I don't care what you do. Don't involve me in it. He walks off and I drop my head. Do you think I want to do this by myself? I whisper to myself. My phone rings and I see that it's Nova calling me. Hello. Hey, Jaslyn. Kane told me that you will be coming back to the States with them. What are you doing once you get back? I shrug my shoulders. Zayden said he will help me find a place once we get back. Why won't he let you stay with him? I hear the balcony door open. I don't know. I didn't ask him. He's probably still upset about me leaving. Also, I don't get along with the woman that's with him. So me staying under the same roof as her is not a good idea. From the corner of my eye I see Cade sitting down. Nova, I'll call you once I get back in the States. I hang up and look at him. You do know why you're still alive, right? I put my phone down and smile, enlighten me. He pulls out a cigarette. You're alive because you're Xaden's twin sister. What do you think would have happened if you had killed Lyric? I roll my eyes and scoff, I would be dead. He takes a drag of his cigarette. Xaden almost reached his breaking point 2 times yesterday. The first time was when Elias slammed Lyric's head on the floor. The second time being you aiming the gun at Lyric. I cross my arms, you think I don't know that? I saw the way he looked at me the second I aimed the gun at her. He stands up and smiles, I'm only going to warn you once. Don't even think about trying anything with Lyric. He throws his cigarette over the balcony and I show him a mocking smirk, or what? You're going to deal with me? He laughs, me? No. Your twin brother will deal with you. He leaves me on the balcony and I groan, if she starts with me I'm not just going to sit there. Rosalie POV. So, Elias is dead. I say to William as I help him button his shirt. Do you want me to tell Estelle that Scarlett is alive? He looks at me and then shakes his head, no, not yet. Let's see if we can do this ourselves. I cross my arms, how? We tried to build a mafia, but as you can see that didn't work out. We can just work with Estelle. He shakes his head, work with. No, that's not in Estelle's dictionary. Is more likely to work for than with. Don't tell Estelle anything. Xaden POV. We are back in the States and weeks have passed since we've been back. I am in the bed and Nancy walks in, Xaden. Lyric and Jaslyn are fighting again. I let out a long breath. They've been fighting every day since we got back from Greece. I get out of bed. I throw on some clothes and walk downstairs. I walk in the kitchen and see Luke, who started it this time. Luke laughs as he watches Bunny and Jaslyn fight. Jaslyn. She said something about Lyric's outfit. I look at him, Bunny got mad because of that. He shakes his head, no, they started going back and forth, and then Jaslyn decides to pluck Lyric on the forehead. I look over at Bunny and Jaslyn and see them both smiling. Bunny, why are you fighting? Bunny looks towards me and smiles, hey, Zadie. Jaslyn sweeps Bunny legs and Bunny falls to the ground. Bunny kicks Jaslyn in the back of the leg making her fall. I walk up to them as they continue to fight. Jaslyn tries to punch Bunny in the stomach but Bunny grabs her arm and tries to kick her in the face. Jaslyn stops her kick and they jump away from each other. Bunny runs up to me and jump in my arms, hey, Zadie. I laugh, hey, Bunny. I put her down and look at her face for any scratches or bruises. I look at Jaslyn, why do you come here every day? She shrugs her shoulders, why not? I'll stop coming if you want me to. I look back at Bunny, I didn't start it this time. She did. I laugh, I know, Luke told me. I look at my watch, Bunny, let's go find someone on our kill list. Bunny smiles, okay. Let's pick someone together. Bunny runs in the house and I look at Jaslyn, are you trying to make up for the past? She looks at her feet and then back at me, am I wrong if I am? I laugh, I'm over the past. You're still my sister. Nothing's changed. I walk in the house and see Bunny sitting at the table with the kill list in front of her, Chester Toe. Early 50s. Zadie, he's known for drugging women and selling them into sex trafficking. He also rapes them. I smile, looks like Chester Toe is our special guest for tonight. Bunny laughs and stands up, I'm going to get dressed. She runs upstairs and I text the number to let them know that we will deal with Chester tonight. Nothing's really changed since we left Greece. The only that changed is that Jaslyn comes over every day to fight with Bunny. Kane and them all went back to their homes. Luke comes over every day to see Nancy. He lies and says he comes over to talk, but it's pretty obvious that he comes here to see Nancy. The person who cleans up my killings is now the woman named Nova. Bunny is still killing people with a smile and she is still the only woman who can get me hard. Zadie, I'm ready. Bunny stands in front of me and spin. I smile, you decided on a dress today. She nods her head, yep. It'll make it easier to catch Chester toe. I hum in response and kiss her on the lips. She kisses me back and I squeeze her butt. I pull away, Nancy, we'll be back later on tonight. We walk out the door and Bunny hums as we get in the car, Zadie, are people scared of me yet? I look at Bunny and then back at the road, scared of you. Do you want them to be scared of you? She shrugs her shoulders, the way people get scared when they hear your name. They only get scared of me when I do something to them. I laugh, they actually do get scared of you when they hear my name. She raises her eyebrow, really? How? They don't know my name? Yeah, that's true, but they know that I don't go anywhere without my Bunny. She laughs, I don't go anywhere without my Zadie. I nod my head, that's right. An hour later we get to our destination. It seems like this place is underground. I say to Bunny as we walk down some stairs. We hear some music and as we walk through a door everybody looks at me. Bunny walks to the dance floor and I walk to the bar. I look around and then towards the VIP section. I order myself a drink and the bartender smiles at me, you two must be new here. I nod my head, yeah, we are. I turn around and look at Bunny and see her dancing. She looks at me and wink. I motion for her to come here and she walks up to me, what's wrong? I shake my head, nothing. I want a kiss. I kiss her on the lips and she kisses me back. She moans into the kiss and I smile. I pull away, have you found him yet? I shake my head and put my hands on her butt, no, I haven't. Who are you looking for? I look at the bartender and show him a picture of Chester. He points to the exit, right before you two showed up he left with some woman. Bunny pouts, do you know where he went? He nods his head, yeah, he went to his car. He parks his car in the back and then him and the woman do whatever. I stand up and finish my drink. We walk out of the building and go to the back. Bunny look for a car that is rocking back and forth. She nods her head and she stands on top of a car. Seconds later she points towards the back, there's a car all the way in the back. We walk to the back and as we get closer I see a car moving. Bunny walks up to the car and knock on the window. I open the car door and see Chester and some woman. Who the fuck are you? Can't you see we're busy? I laugh and look at the woman, this man rapes and sells women into sex trafficking. He was going to do the same to you sooner or later. I pull out my phone and show her a video. She kicks Chester in the chest, you sick fuck. She fixes her dress and runs away. Chester tries to punch me but I dodge it. Bunny sits on top of the car and I pull him out. Who the fuck are you? Bunny laughs, he's Zadie and I'm Bunny. But you can't call me that. Zadie can only call me that. Bunny jumps down. She reaches in my pocket and pulls out a knife. Someone wants you dead. Fear runs through his eyes and I laugh, don't be scared now. All Bunny's going to do is cut your dick off. Bunny laughs and I step back from the man. Zadie, his dick is small. I laugh and the man whimpers, makes it easier for you to cut it off, Bunny. She looks at Chester and smiles, say goodbye to your dick, Chester. She cuts his dick off and I text Nova and send her my location. Chester starts screaming in pain and Bunny holds his dick up. What can he do with this? Chester starts bleeding out and Bunny laughs. I look at Bunny and smile. Bunny, who do I belong to? She looks at me and smiles, you belong to me and I belong to you. I kiss her on the lips, what did you call me when we first met? She looks up, Wolf. She kisses me and I kiss her back. She moans in the kiss and I smile, Bunny and Wolf, I'm not finished yet. I've become like him is finally finished. I hope you all enjoyed this story. But this is not the end. Zayden and Lyric will be back along with some of your other favorite characters. It's not over.